Hear me now, my dear child, as I extend my hand to give you not just a touch, but also the everlasting embrace of my presence. 1:11. My hand reaches out to you with a heart full of divine love, vast and endless, and a promise that is beyond the human comprehension. This love, which you have experienced, but haven't always completely understood, is what tries to lead you through the doubts and darkness that obscure your path. I stand before you now, as I have always done, not as a far-off being, but as your nearest source of warmth and light, prepared to accompany you through the tribulations that bind your spirit. Be certain that my goal is not only to console you, but also to provide the solutions you have been looking for, solutions that will allow you to live free, at peace, and with the greatest pleasure possible. You have looked to a variety of sources for your answers, including the world's knowledge, the advice of those close to you, and the still, little voices inside of you. However, the problems you face and the solutions you seek often seem unachievable. However, my child, it's not that you haven't been given the solutions, nor is the meaninglessness of your trials. Rather, the reality is that the solutions have always been there, only waiting for your readiness to accept them. You see, even in your darkest periods, the light of my truth has never stopped to shine upon you, much like the sun concealed behind clouds. If you trust in God's grace, type 1:11 and forward this video to 7 others with boundless love and compassion. I have patiently waited the day when your spirit would become enough and your heart open enough to receive the knowledge that has always been at your fingertips. 222. This is the time. I am come to inform you. It is at this point that you will start to clearly perceive what has always been in front of you. Your hardships and the challenges you have encountered were not intended to break you. Rather, they were intended to fortify you. Every obstacle you face is a thread in the magnificent tapestry I am weaving. In your life, there are strands of a far bigger tale than you can now comprehend. These challenges are not the end. Rather, they are the path that will lead you to your authentic self, the one that I made in my image, the one that is a reflection of my knowledge, love, and power. But you have to grasp the deeper truth I want to share with you today in order to awaken this self. Be aware of this, my child. Every tear you have cried, every moment of uncertainty, and every question that has permitted your mind has a meaning. These are not capricious events, nor the entrance tests or penalties. In actuality, they are the precise means of your emancipation. The flames of life are shaping and refining you. The way He purifies gold, you will come out of this process stronger, pure, and more luminous than you could have ever imagined. Type 222. If you trust God to guide your path, the obstacles you encounter are not designed to imprison you, Rather, they are doors that are just waiting to be open, so that you might get a deeper comprehension of who I am and who you are. 333. The most important thing I want you to understand is that the solutions you are looking for, neither far off nor unachievable. They are waiting for you to turn within and cease looking outside of yourself. They are lying within you, for I have put my light, my understanding, and my love into your heart. I have established a home for myself inside of you, and the answers will come from this holy place. The answers I provide are timeless, even when the world may only provide you with trance, and fixes are ephemeral moments of blistered tranquility. They originate from the source of my everlasting truth. Thus they are, unconstrained by time or situation. Recognize also that you are never alone on this road. I'm with you, even when it seems like the whole world is pressing down on you, and the darkness is too great to conquer. I promise that I will always be at your side. I hold out my hand constantly, just waiting for you to take it. I do not coerce you into loving me, since love can only be freely offered and accepted. I just wait for you to reach out and accept the grace I provide in a loving and patient manner, realizing that you are never alone, never deserted, and never without hope is the first step towards a man's patient. Type 333. If you are ready to welcome God's miracles into your life, you will experience a change in yourself as you start to embrace this reality, not because the loads go away, but rather because you will come to understand that you are not alone and carrying them. The weights that previously felt insurmountable will start to lessen. For 144, we shall meet every obstacle head-on and work together to conquer it. Your difficulties will no longer be a cause of worrying or panic, but rather a chance for development and self-discovery. You are my dear child, creative with love and purpose, and every step you take will bring you closer to the answers you seek, as well as the essence of who you actually are. This adventure should not frighten you. The questions that rise inside you are the ones that will bring you to the solutions you need. So don't be afraid to ask them. These are not inquiries meant to be wilder or annoy you, but rather to nudge you in the direction of my will. The reality that lies ahead of U.S.'s profound is the inquiry you post. And even when the route seems obscure, keep in mind that I am constantly guiding you. While you search, have faith in my knowledge, my judgment, and my love. I am aware of my intentions for you, and there are plans of prosperity, serenity, and optimism. You are very valuable to me, kid. I cherish your spirit, and there is nothing you go through that I haven't previously seen. Type 444. If you trust in God's timing and plan for you, I understand your emotions, your worries, and the aspirations that burn within of you. I recognize your desires for meaning, purpose, and tranquility, and these desires are not in vain. I promise you, 555. These are the whispers of the holy calling. I have given you all of your names for love and truth, or reflections of my own heart pounding inside yours. These desires are the compass that will lead you to the solutions you are looking for. So don't ignore them, but be aware, my love. My responses aren't always what one would anticipate. Neither are they always pleasant nor instantaneous. Patience, resignation, and faith are often needed on the journey to truth. You have to believe that I am lighting you in the direction of your best interests, and let go of your urge to be in charge of every consequence. This is an active participation in the divine plan I have for you, not a passive faith. It entails moving on in the face of uncertainty, because you have faith that I will eventually make your route plain. It entails maintaining hope despite what may seem like dismal circumstances, and trusting that my power is stronger than any barrier you encounter. I'll provide you additional details in the coming days. The solutions will reveal themselves to you like a flower's petals, one layer at a time, bringing you closer to the whole truth. Type 555. If you believe God is working in your life right now, for the time being, however, take comfort in the knowing that you are loved, cared for, and never alone. My hand is still outstretched, not just now but forevermore. My greatest wishes to accompany you on this trip, guiding you out of the maze of difficulties that have been snared you, and into the happiness and freedom I have in store for you. 666 plus, my child, have hope, because my power is inside you. You are stronger than you realize, because my knowledge directs your ways. You are smarter than you think, and since I am love and will always be at your side, you will be unmeasured cherished as you proceed with bravery, faith, and the firm conviction that the answers you seek are already within a view and are just waiting to be found. Let this fact serve as your cornerstone. I love these words I am about to say to you, to see deeply into your heart. My darling child, recognize that every second of your life, every action you do, and every challenge you face is carefully woven into the larger picture of my plan for you. Your life is a painting that I observe and include every moment, every cry and every pleasure that you experience. Every thread has a purpose, even if you may not be able to see it all at this time. Every one of them, no matter how Ned and Fred and seemingly pointless, is a part of a divine plan that is bigger than your current comprehension. There will be times, my child, when it seems impossible to carry the burden of your struggles. Type 666. If you know God's love is endless, it might seem as if you are standing on the brink of a vast gap and that there's a lot of uncertainty underneath you. It might feel like the shadows of dread and uncertainty, or involving every inch of your heart. During this times, 777, you can get the impression That darkness is all that's left, and the light is fading away. However, I am telling you today not to be afraid of the shadows, because they are not as powerful as they seem. They are simply fleeting clouds in front of the sun. My truth and brightness will always win out. I want you to keep this in mind. You are not traveling this route alone. Even on days when life's challenges seem insurmountable and the way ahead seems too high, every step you take, every breath you take, I'm here for you. I am closer than you may possibly realize. Even in your darkest moments, when you cannot sense my presence, when you feel weak, I am the power that keeps you going. When the cacophony of the outside world becomes too much, I am the voice of tranquility whispering to your soul. I am the light that leaves you, even when it appears like fear and misunderstanding or blocking your way. I know it's not always simple to put your confidence in things you can't see, my kid. I am aware that there are moments when you feel hopeless and that your challenges appear overwhelming. To claim your blessings, type 777 and like this video if you believe. However, it is at this very circumstances that I want you to put your confidence in me rather than in your own knowledge, because my ideas are greater than your thoughts, and my methods are higher than your ways. 888 in your life, I am bringing to pass a divine plan that may seem to use disorder or confusion. You are being shaped, molded, and ready for the future I have planned for you by every difficulty, question, and struggle you face. When things do not turn out the way you had hoped, do not give up. Recognize that you're human. Viewpoint limits your plans, no matter how wonderful they are. However, I see the big picture. I can see the start, the middle, and the finish. I see your potential, the talents I have busted upon you, and the mission I have inscribed on your heart, and I am striving to achieve that goal. In every circumstance, even the small ones, you are not an accident that happened to this universe. You were made with love, purpose, and destiny that only you can achieve. And I'm not going to let any hardship, hindrance, or disappointment stop me from achieving my goals for you. If you liked our video and want to support us in our mission to spread divine teachings and cosmic insights, consider giving a super chat. Your support helps us promote these essential ideas and expand our community. A contribution of up to $10 not only shows your appreciation, but also helps us spread inspiring and transformational content to more people. When confronted with circumstances, if you believe in God's promises, type 888 and share this video to inspire others. This provides chances for you to develop, change, and become the person I intended you to be. It is not from your own power that you attempt to conquer these hardships, but rather from me. 999. I am the source of your power. I am the solid ground you can rely on when life's just attempt to tap for you. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. My strength will get you through when you feel like you can't go on. Recognize that you are developing as you go through each challenge, even though you may not realize it right now. Every obstacle you overcome is shaping you into a stronger, smarter, and more caring person. You are learning lessons from your challenges that will benefit you throughout your whole life. They are developing your faith, molding your character, and bringing new mirror to me. Have faith that there is a cause for your battle, a purpose for your sorrow. Even the painful experiences are being used by me to shake you into the person I intended you to be. There may be times when you think the dark is prevailing and your doubts appear to be more loud than the truth that I have told you. In your heart, I beg that you keep in mind my promises throughout these times. Recall that I promised never to abandon you or forsake you. Type 999. If you know God is lighting your steps, recall that I made a vow to stay by your side forever, even when I grow old. Unlike the promises of this world, which I recently forgotten or broken, my vows cannot be broken. My commitments are enduring and unbreakable. 1010. Even when everything around you seems unclear, cling to them. My word is a solid base, a rock on which your life may be constructed. Look to me when you're feeling paralyzed by dread, when uncertainty seems to be consuming you. Instead of concentrating on the enormity of the mountain in front of you, consider the size of the God who is by your side. I am stronger than every challenge you encounter. Any power that sticks to the post you cannot defeat me. Nothing on earth or in heaven has the power to keep you from my love. Since I am the God of the impossibly terrible, no circumstances beyond redemption for me. Have faith in my strength, in my love, and in the fact that I am bringing everything together for your benefit. Life is a difficult trip, my little kid. There will be difficult periods and seasons when you want to give up. However, I'm calling you to persist and keep going ahead. Despite the difficulties along the road, you will discover strength you never thought you have. Through endurance, you will come to understand the bread of my grace and the strength of my presence in your life. Be a perseverance and a refusal to give up. Type 1010. If you trust in God's timing, take on the tasks that lay ahead without fear. This is not a route you are taking alone. You have my undying love and support. Embrace me, rely on me, and allow me to see you through the hard patches. 1111. Even though you may not always understand why anything occurs, remember that I am in charge and that everything works out for the best. In your life, you may only be able to see a few strands of the tapestry. That is your life right now, but eventually you will be able to view the whole work of art. And on that day, you realize that every hardship, every tear, every obstacle was needed to write the magnificent tale. That is your life. That's my child. Have hope. Be brave and strong. I'm here to support you. The shadows of dread and uncertainty are nothing to be afraid of, since my light will always prevail. Your tale does not stop with the challenges you encounter. These are only parts of the largest story I am creating about your life. And here is a tale of triumph, a tournament, and love. My darling, allow these words to become ingrained in your heart. And remember that I am always here to support, love, and guide you. You are in my hands at all times, and you are never alone. Have faith in my intention, in my goal, and in my love for you both now and forever. I beg you, my darling child, to avoid letting the shadows that sometimes cross your way get the better of you as you go through life. Type 1111 if you are ready for God's favor in your life, even though they can feel overwhelming. Keep in mind that I am walking by you the whole way, tenderly cradling your anxiety and concerns in my arms. This darkness pass quickly and cannot drive out the brightness of my love that is constantly present around you. 1112. In my presence, experience a tranquility that is beyond comprehension. Put your trust in me, your kind Creator and Father, because my love is unfailing and unending. My kid, you are not alone in your challenges. I know every cry, every concern, every uncertainty, and I am here to support you through it all. I am always here to guide you with an unwavering love, even in times when it seems like we are far apart. Know that you have my light inside you, a light that is unaffected by the difficulties of this world. At times of uncertainty, when doubt and worrying start to creep in, that you are here is no coincidence. I have a reason for bringing you into this world that is all your own. I have a bigger plan for you, and it includes your life, your talents, and your heart. You are incredibly loved and were intentionally and lovingly made. You are not simply another human existing in time, even when the whole picture's hidden from your view. Have faith that I am at work in your life. I am aware of your deepest wishes, and I have seeded dreams in you that will eventually blossom and expand. Type 1212 if you believe God is with you in every moment. There may be times when you question your value and your identity due to the words of those around you. Look to me at such times. Never forget that I, not the outside world, your faults or your circumstances determined who you are. 1313. I adore you, and nothing can take that away from you. My unwavering, unending love is where you find your identity. Know this, I adore you and always will. No matter where you go in life, your life counts in ways that you do not yet fully comprehend, and you are valuable to me. Every hardship you experience, every act of kindness, and every step of faith you take is a part of the bigger plan I have for you. Come to me. When life's problems are too much for you to bear, give your problems to me, and I'll take care of the rest. I'm always here to welcome you with open arms and the necessary tranquility. This tranquility endures through every storm. Unlike the transient peace of the outside world, never forget that you are never alone, my child. Through every stage of life, I am by your side, directing your steps and showing you my love. I will always be at your side, even during the most trying times. So have faith in me. Have faith in my love, in my purpose, and in my constant efforts to serve your best interests. There is yet so more to come in the tale of your life, which is still being written. Stroll with confidence, knowing that I, your Father, I'm holding and cherishing you. I will always and forever be in love with you. If you trust in God's plan, type 1313 and share this video with 7 others who have faith. Please write 100 words line for my views. So they give $10. Super thanks after watching my video, which is based on Christianity and Jesus' words. And take care yourself. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification